What's up, everyone? Manapa Collectibles here with yet another live stream episode 22. And today I have the honor, again, as our last live stream, to have Desi from Metamorphic Customs, and of course, my friend Aries from Cisco Cantina. Desi, welcome, my friend, to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dante, for having me. Looking forward to having some fun. Lots to talk about today.
We have a lot to talk about. And the man of the 1,000 subscribers, Aries from Cisco Cantina.
Hey, I'm so happy to be here. So honored to be here last week, and I'm here again. The man of hot collectibles. So let's. I'm excited,
dude. Welcome to the 1,000 subscribers club, my friend. Congratulations.
That's right.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm still. I can't even. It's not really even sinking in because this quick was crazy. So be fun tomorrow. It'll be fun tomorrow.
Oh, yes. And tomorrow we're going to have a live stream with Aries at his channel. So stay tuned for that. More details coming next. But this is the thing. I guess this is my last live stream before May 4th. I'm not going to do a May 4th live stream. Just because we have a lot of good people doing live stream, like my friend Aries. We have Nate from Geeking Out also doing live stream. So I'm just going to watch and be one of the viewers during that time. But there's a lot going on. We got Falcon. Captain America. Let me rephrase. Yep. Captain America. Sam as Captain America. We got Kylo Ren, which I was blown by the head sculpt. I think it is beautiful. And throughout the show, we're going to be talking about different topics, but just put this out there for everyone. Damn, the head sculpt is very, very cool, man. And I really hope Rey is the same. I really hope so.
I can't wait to get into this on your show. But yeah, I really do. I think it's going to be very much improved.
I can tell you I ordered that Kylo now.
For sure. Yeah, me too.
How many, like 3, 4?
No, just the one for me. So far.
I want to acknowledge people from the chat. Welcome, Toy Mafia, the collector #1. Is Popsic in the house? Michael Black, Andrew Gibo. We have Braulio, as always. Braulio, thank you, my friend, for showing up. Zion. We have Anakin's twins. We have Jay-Z Manzion, you name it. We have a bunch of people in the chat, 30 people so far. That's good. My objective for this stream is to break the 100 viewers. So share pass the word out there. Let's make this happen, maybe, because I'm going to announce giveaways. I have a bunch of news I want to share with you, especially for the releases for next week. So let's get started. All right. So we're going to start with the first topic of the day. So we're going to talk about the new Captain America, aka Sam, aka the Falcon, aka the new Captain America. So I'm so excited about this release here. First thing came to my mind was, damn, they just nailed it. Head sculpt, suit, the shield, the wings, everything. Desi, what are your thoughts about this newly announced figure?
It's perfect. I mean, the head sculpt is beautiful. If you ever hear people complaining, hey, why are there complainers when there's head sculpts that are not exactly accurate? Well, this is probably one of the reasons, because when they hit something out of the park like this, it's amazing. The suit's amazing, everything about it. It is on the pricey side. I know we can talk about that, but the actual figure is, look at the wings. It's beautiful, to say the least.
It is a beauty, and we're gonna talk about later with the price with the man Aries, because he's good with the price and the numbers. I suck at numbers, but I agree. This figure is beautiful. Aries, what are your thoughts about this newly released Captain America?
I have to agree. I think it's perfect. I'm really happy that they came out with this. The figure looks unbelievable. The head sculpts. I know sometimes with some of the head sculpts, you hear some of the, but this is just, I don't know. I think it's out of this world. I think the figure is absolutely fantastic. And look at those wings, man, too. Everything with it. So yeah, I was just, I was super pumped, just for Hot Toys to come out with this for Marvel fans. It goes to show, that Hot Toys is committed to putting out these figures from these shows, these stream shows. It's a new day and age, everybody, with this streaming on Disney Plus, and I really do think we are going to see a shift where there's going to be more figures from these television shows than movies because of the change in society, of course. But man, that's an awesome looking figure. I mean, look at that. I mean, I like it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree of every word you just said. I mean, this is a new era. I think the Mandalorian show started everything. WandaVision was a good show. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier was a good show as well. I think we have a trend. I think we're gonna be seeing more of this series with the favorite characters having their solo show, and we're gonna eventually see figures like this. I mean, I can tell you this figure is so good that you can see the difference between the Captain America and the Winter Soldier. You can tell that whoever did the Hascop on this one, it was not the person who did the Hascop on this one. And I'm not saying this Hascop is bad. I think it does look nice, but the quality on this one is very, very, very nice. I mean, I love the Hascop. The suit is beautiful. The fact that you can put the wings this way and you can put the shield in the back like this, it looks sick. I mean, yes, it will not fit on the detail because when you expand those wings, it's going to be huge. If you have the space to display like this, that would be beautiful. Now, another thing that I noticed on this one when I did my preview yesterday, the wings can actually fold. You can bend those wings. You can see the details here. So that's a good thing. I mean, you can actually put it in the detail of like with the wings folded.
Yeah, I call it the in Detolf pose with the wings folded as a shield in front of them. That's great. Yeah, the articulation in the wings it's great. You can see the joint there, but that's great.
My only concern I have, we're gonna talk about the price in a few minutes, but my only concern I have is the articulation because sometimes with Captain America it's kind of hard to do the articulation, especially this part of the feet here. But seems to be there's two pieces here, so maybe you can have better ankle pivot, which Hot Toys lacked in the recent figures. Some of them didn't have the articulation that you would have want, and figures like this need to have ratchet joints. I'm sorry, but figures like this need to have ratchet joints because it will give you more freedom, especially if you pose your figures. If you like to have those, dynamic poses, right? What do you think, Aris? Are you with the articulation thing, or you are okay with the I guess with the normal museum poses?
For me, I'm okay with the museum poses because that's usually how I do with the exception of sometimes I play around a little bit more with the DX16 Darth Maul, but I mean, still, I mean,
it is
that
good
wing function. That wing function is unbelievable, and how it opens up so high, and then you could take it out. I mean, I hope some of us actually play with our toys, or at least I like to find a way to do different museum poses or pull it out for a little bit to kind of interchange some things or whatnot. But I mean, I don't know. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with that function in there. I mean, I think with every one of these Hot Toys, Dante, you got to be a little bit careful. When you're opening it and you're closing the wings, for instance, or you're interchanging a hand, or you don't want to break a little peg, or you don't want to do this or that. But at the end of the day, I mean, this figure with the shield, with the drone, with the wings, it's yeah. But yeah, no, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, and I have to tell you, this Hascop is beautiful. I mean, the detail is excellent. They nailed it. They really, really nailed it. Now, in this picture here, you can actually see the joints of the wings. So that's a nice thing to have. But overall, I think Hatters did a really good job. Now, they need to step up their game a little bit in regards to bases because I think they're too plain. Yes, this is a different design, but it's the same boring shape. Like if you're gonna have a figure like this, now that we're gonna start talking about the price of $375 plus shipping plus taxes, right? That's up. So we're talking about 415, 418 all in, which is, it's a bit steep for some people, right? I mean, I don't know if they would have included something different on this, maybe like a diorama set, or I don't know, maybe call it DX. And let's get out with this. This is a
Yeah.
DX version. What do you think, Desi?
I mean, I definitely agree on the base, but I'm going to be a little biased on that one, right? So, I mean, the only thing you can say about the base is at least the Marvel bases seem to be more or less consistent with the same shaped base, and that's good. At least you can keep that. But it's, yeah, it's boring, especially for the price range. I mean, you would think you get your options. You get a plain base like that for consistency, and then an additional diorama base, even if it's small, right? Something. Yeah, you would think, but. I mean, the figure's great, but yeah, it's missing something for that price.
Right, or maybe a backdrop, right? What do you think, Aries, about the price of this figure? 375 before taxes and shipping.
Well, first, I mean, I don't have that much of a problem with the base, believe it or not. What I'd like to see them actually improve upon, and I think that they will, is why do those stands have to be so black and stand out? Why can't they be more clear, more more difficult to see, and that way, it's almost like it's standing in air or it's in mid-flight. So I hope that they're able to improve upon that. For me, that would be what I would want. I mean, I agree. Yeah, I mean, you're paying this kind of money for a figure, you want a good stand. But honestly, I mean, look at how far that the wings expand. I mean, you basically got Falcon as Captain America, and I mean, you're putting that picture up there like that. I think for what you're getting with this figure, and you're a Marvel fan, it's kind of like if you got General Grievous as a Star Wars fan. You're going to pay $300. You're going to pay more than $375. I actually think that this is. I don't have a problem with the price. I really don't. I think it the wings, everything.
That's up.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the, you see the ankle pivot here, like the way of the feet it is.
Yeah.
It might be some limitations, but again, this is the prototype. Let's wait until the final product comes out, and then we will say, okay, it was worth. But one thing for sure, this is the first Captain America, Sam as Captain America. Mm-hmm. So this figure has some story now, right? Now he is the new Captain America, and we need to go with it, right? I love the performance of what's his name?
Anthony Mackie.
Anthony Mackie in the show, and I think he did a really good job pretending the Captain America, the Falcon. The story was, I think, well done. I think they incorporated so many topics that involves the real world. So I was very happy with the show, and I think he's a very good Captain America, and I like everything, to be honest with you. So this is basically everything this figure comes with, right? We have a bunch of hands. We have the base, the boring blah base. We have the chin guards. I don't know why they show this. I guess because they want to showcase the details.
Yep.
But it's good detail, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is good detail. Overall, this suit is beautiful. I think Hot Toys did a good job on this one. And I guess this is going to take me to my second topic. Now that we're talking about the new Captain America. So now let's talk about the old Captain America. Because it was so much going on this week. Waitlisted, back to life. Waitlisted, back to life. Back to life. He's back to life. He's still in stock. It was waitlisted for a couple hours, I would say. Maybe a bit more. People start panicking because that Captain America is a really good Captain America. I mean, the headscope and everything else that comes with is a very, very nice figure. So I don't know if this is a tactic from Sideshow just to push people to buy stuff that they feel like is lowering or is not getting much of attraction, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to start with Aries. What do you think about this new, the Captain America Endgame that it was out, it was back to life? What do you think? What were your thoughts about it?
I think it's a nice story to think that, with everything that Sideshow sells, that they're looking at just that one Captain America, and they're putting all their efforts into putting it on wait list and taking it off and putting it on. I get what people are saying, and certainly that it could be a way. I don't think that they're doing that. I actually think with there's hype, with Captain America. There's excitement, with the new Captain America. And I think that what's going on here is exactly what happened with Darth Vader. He also went back on wait lists and was coming out and then went back on, so I think it's very similar. And I think that what's happening here is you're probably going to see this hit wait list and then not come back. And that's it.
Yeah. And I think this is your last chance. If you don't get this Captain America now, you can get one.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend Easy, I was talking with Easy earlier today, and he mentioned that he heard some rumors that there is a potential, probably, battle damage Captain America. That's what he heard. I mean, we don't know if it's true or not. It's just a rumor that was shared, and he shared to me. So thanks, Easy, if you're watching, my friend, for sharing that.
Why not?
Why not? That's the thing. Why not? I mean,
I can absolutely, see it.
Right? I think Endgame did well. The movie, everyone loved Endgame. It was a massive
movie,
massive hit.
Made a little bit of money.
Yeah, made a little bit of money.
Just a little bit, just a few pennies. And they actually did what they were supposed to. They released the characters or announced the characters that we want to see, but they can actually do more than that because were so many characters in the movie that they were not announced yet. Like, different versions, like, battle damage Captain America, like a battle damage Thor, for example, or it is a lot of things that they can do with the movie.
Well, but, how much money did that movie make? I mean, it's very beloved. And the thing of it is now that Marvel's getting hot again because they're going to be coming out with content on Disney Plus. I mean, for lack of a better example, but you can relate it to the original trilogy. When Star Wars comes out with new stuff that's exciting, the original trilogy starts getting exciting. So with Endgame, it's like, hey, why not? People are going to be into Marvel, and people are not going to be like, hey, Endgame, remember that old movie that was like Gone with the Wind? Yeah, it's it's not that long ago. So I absolutely see them capitalizing more on a great blockbuster like that.
Yeah, this definitely isn't going to be their last Chris Evans Captain America, right? I mean, the only thing limiting them is their factory capacity, right? Because they have to keep up with the new shows coming out, and they have to release figures based on the new shows, right? So that's the only thing really limiting them. Otherwise, you get another Chris Evans Captain America, another Iron Man, so on and so forth. So,
yeah, I agree, and they can expand to so many good characters. That will be actually pretty interesting if we see a battle damage Captain America for sure. I'm all for it for sure. Like JC Mansion said, we need Drax and Mantis. Those are cool figures to do. I mean, Drax, we had one, but they should do the Endgame version, and I think they should use the same body they use for Hellboy. It was seamless body, like a FISM type of body. That would be great. Or maybe they already released it because remember, nobody, Drax is invisible, man. Nobody can see them. Maybe he's out already and nobody knew about it. So, everyone knows Desi. Hopefully they know him. He's an artist and he does very nice custom bases. And I asked him if he can please do a base for my Thanos. So I kind of begged him for 4 weeks. I'm just kidding. I asked him if he can do that, and he said, yes, absolutely. I'll do one for you. So I'm going to send you one and let me know. I hope you like it. I hope you like it. That's what he said. I'm just going to quote again. I hope you like it. Well, guys, you tell me if I like it or not. So this is the really so diorama. I'm just kidding, of course. This is a beautiful freaking piece. Like my friend Nate will say, "Are you out of your mind?"
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yo, look at this, man. This is insane. And guess what, guys? I'm gonna do a full review of this with all my shots and everything. and I'm gonna include Thanos. I'm gonna include a few other Marvel figures so you guys can see. But man, look at this thing. Are you kidding me? Look at this. If you guys are still doubting that whether you should contact Desi for your dioramas, you're out of your mind. I'm serious. I mean, it is incredible. The paint application is amazing, and even I'm going to show you the back and then the inside. Sorry. So this is the back. You can see the barrel here. I mean, this thing is damn. And let me see it this way. Yeah, this way. I don't want to break it because. Can you see the inside of the barrel?
Detail.
Yeah, we can.
Desi, how long does it take you to make this something like this?
That one, I did that one last Saturday and Sunday. So I probably carved it out Saturday, night or something, and I painted it Sunday.
Wow, that means you could probably build a Death Star in probably 3 days. They should have you in Return of the Jedi. The Emperor would have been pleased.
Yeah, man. No, it would have been fully built. There wouldn't be a chunk missing.
Guys, I have to tell you, when my friend EC showed me the dioramas that he got from Desi, he showed me the pictures in the video, and then I saw the video he put on his channel. I was like, I need to contact this guy, man. Desi, I have to tell you, not for nothing, but it is amazing, great work.
Thank you so much.
If any of you guys want to get any dioramas for your figures, he also does those little covers for the bases. I think you showed it on our last live stream. If you want to have a big thing like this, I'm getting this thing like this big because if it's in the detail, by the way.
Yep.
So somebody put a comment here. Michael, yes, it fits on the detail. I didn't put it yet because I'm gonna do the video for the review, so that's why I just have it here. But it does. I'm gonna get module cases from Comic Concepts as well, so I'm not concerned about the size because I'm gonna have the big cases, so it will fit for sure. If you wanna get any of those dioramas, just contact Desi. He will give you the price. I cannot tell you the price because it depends on what job you want to get done. So Desi, you want to explain a little bit more of how that works so people can know?
Yeah, so that was a good question. Does it fit in a D12? In this case, yes, right? But everything is custom. So was sized perfectly to fit in a D12. You got to go in slowly because it fits perfectly, right? But it could be bigger. It could have been half the size. That's why the pricing's all custom, because usually I get a lot of people coming to me saying, I want this or I want that. And it's something maybe that's based on a diorama that I've already done, but usually it's something completely new and the size is new, right? It's really a unique custom piece. So, but at the same time, if you want exactly something I've already done, great. Hey, I can do that too. And this base is, if it looks a little familiar, it's because it was based on a current statue, Thanos statue. That's what we were going for. So, I think it came out pretty good, but
you think it actually came out perfect? I mean, I hope. I mean, I wish you guys can actually, feel it because yes, it is made from foam. He put some PVC on this, some wires, some other particles here that makes like the dirt and all that looks fantastic. Again, you need to talk to him because prices varies. Varies per project. So, if I give you a price, maybe you say, oh, it's expensive. But maybe when I tell you something, oh, maybe it's cheap. I don't know. Like, it depends on what you want to get done. He does a good job. And you need to appreciate that. Like, that's how it is.
Well, I know I'm going to be getting a few off you. I've already got things in the works. I'll be talking to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure. I mean, it's so unbelievable.
Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes,
yeah, just reach out, and anybody that's watching, just reach out to me. It's Metamorphic Customs at Instagram or Facebook. If you Google it, it'll be the first thing that pops up. So
2 days though, bro. 2 days. That's wow.
I try to give myself a little bit more time because it's not my day job, right? So if anything pops up, I like to give myself more time so that I'm always on time, right? I haven't been late yet. With a single job. So far so good.
So far so good.
Yeah.
No, but it is really good job, guys. Just make sure you contact him. I put the link in the description below. He not only does nice diorama sets, but he also he's a collector. He's in the community, so you feel more like home, like more like Juice from Jazz Inc. Right? He's a collector. He loves what he does because he wants to share. Pretty much the same thing. I think we may have a next Juice here.
I hope
So
so.
so yeah. So hey, man, like seriously, anything we can do for to spread the voice, by all means, share. I'm gonna put the video. Hopefully, I'm probably tomorrow afternoon or Sunday morning. It depends on how my morning goes tomorrow because I have a lot of things. I have 3 kids, so it's really sometimes it's hard. But you'll see it. You'll see it. Don't worry. You'll see it for sure. So yeah, that's Desi guys from Metamorphic Customs. I said Metamorphic Comics the other day when I was doing my video.
Close enough. Close enough. It'll get there. Yeah. And I think someone was asking if I ship overseas. Yeah, I just finished a small one today. I got to ship to Germany.
Oh really? What do you do?
It's somebody wanted I'll just show it here real quick. A base for their Hot Toys Leonidas figure from 300. So it's an older one, but he wanted it to have. He was kind of inspired by the old Sideshow premium format base. Right. So he wanted something like that, and he wanted removable arrows. I know it's a little out of focus now, so arrows come out.
Hold on. Let me put you in the spotlight so you can.
Go ahead.
Let me see if I can do it. No, sorry, wrong spotlight. Hold on. Here. There we go.
There we go. So yeah, this is what he wanted. Let me flip it.
Wow.
I know it's a little out of focus there.
Wow.
So he needed something with the removable arrows, like that, and then the removable. This is removable as well. Right. So pretty standard.
Yeah. No.
So
pretty good.
So the one you have is larger, right? And this is something much smaller.
Much smaller, yeah. No, it still looks beautiful, man. It still looks beautiful. And the one from the Mandalorian that you showed us last week.
Yeah, that's behind me there.
That one, yeah. The one. Let me see if I can put you back again. The one over there in the back with the OG Mando is.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, I'm telling you guys. Let's just reach out to him if you want some. Let's just support because he's a collector. He's in the community. He's my moderator on my Facebook group as well. He talks to Aries. He talks to everyone. So very nice guy. So that's why he's here. So
thank you, guys.
Thank you, man. We appreciate that. Really appreciate that, and I can't wait to do the proper video review for that one.
Thank you. And I want to say really quick too, thank you to Easy because I know he put out that review. That was a nice surprise getting that review. So that was awesome as well. So thank you, Easy. I appreciate it. Yeah,
Easy was the one who introduced me to Desi. He showed me all the bases he did, and we were from there. So yeah, it was Easy who made this happen.
Yeah.
So which, by the way, we're probably gonna be doing a live stream soon. We're working on the details, so stay tuned for that. All right, so let's continue with the current show, and we're gonna talk about something that Aries, I know he was so eager to talk about. Kylo Ren finally out. Damn, that head sculpt, my friend. That head sculpt. Aries, we're gonna start with you, man, because you need to start this. What do you think about the new release, Kylo Ren?
That's what I thought that they were going to do. I thought they were going to improve on the Kylo Ren, not just the Rey. And I think it's wonderful for a lot of collectors that, not to go there first, but, missed out on the Last Jedi Kylo Ren. I think that this is just as good now, the way that they did it. Plus, you got that super cool light up helmet where, that is awesome. I'm blown away by it. I think it's a fabulous release. I think that they absolutely nailed it. And, again, I've talked about that. I was anticipating that, they're going to improve on this head sculpt. So I can't wait. I absolutely, everyone knows I don't pre-order every figure, but when I saw that, I pre-ordered this immediately today. I think, Desi, you did too.
Yep.
I think we talked about coming on here. And this, just look at that. It looks incredible. And you have to wonder, Dante, is what's going to happen with Rey? Because if they improve that, and they just improved the Tony Stark head sculpt for the fans, and certainly the fans spoke about that it didn't match Daisy Ridley's likeness, you can rest assured that figure also is most likely going to be vastly improved. And when you look at both of these together and they kind of go together, I think that, you know, there's going to be a huge they're going to go on wait list very, very quickly before they ever get in stock.
Yeah. Desi, what do you think about this Kylo Ren figure?
So good. I didn't think they were going to fix the head sculpt. You know, at best, I thought, okay, maybe they'll just use the Last Jedi head sculpt, and I think they may have and made a couple little changes here and there. But I am glad to be wrong because this looks amazing, and I definitely went ahead and ordered it today. I wasn't sure if I was going to, but this, you know, I mean, clearly it looks just like Adam Driver, right? And it's got this great like classical Dracula thing going on, which is I'm sure is what they were going for when they were designing this guy, you know. So it's perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, they're not going to make very many of these at all. You know, we talk about, you know, the heavy infantry Mandalorian going on wait list, IG-11 going on wait list. I think collectors need to look at this right now with you know, like the Mud Trooper. They are absolutely not going to make a whole lot of these for sure. And Sideshow and some of these other, you know, these major, you know, partners are not going to take a whole bunch of Rise of Skywalker figures. So this is not going to sit in there like the Jet Trooper. I would be shocked if either one of these figures actually made it in stock. I don't see it.
Yeah. And Aries, I was going to mention too, because although this might not be very high on the list of top sellers when you go to Sideshow, just because it's not a top seller doesn't mean that there's a lot of them anyways. So it could be mid-tier as far as selling, and like you said, it'll still sell out. I think it's going to go to wait list before it's in stock.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I'm gonna have the figure hopefully next week. Which, by the way, I should have a bunch of figures coming this week, but I don't know why I'm having delays for my area from FedEx. You know, it was, you know, I should have got like the team suit, Scout Trooper, one color scale Spidey. I ordered this one today, so I'm gonna be busy next week, so you guys are gonna see a bunch of nice unboxing and reviews coming. But I think this figure looks fantastic. I mean, I will expand more when I had the figure in hand, and then give you my opinion about the head sculpt and everything. But I mean, I think they did a major improvement from the prototype to the final product. Not to say that the prototype was bad, because it was really nice, but they went ahead and stepped up their game, and I think this figure is a good reflect on it. They did a very, very good job on this final product. And like Eric said, do you have to wonder, are they gonna correct and fix the Rey head sculpt? Because we had a lot of backlash about it, right? A lot of people didn't like the head sculpt of Rey. I don't know. I really hope so. And if they don't want to suffer how they suffer with Tony's tank, with the Iron Man head sculpt, you know, they may want to make sure that they're gonna do a good job this time, so people don't get upset. You know.
Yeah, you're right, Dante, because they already weren't going to be selling a whole lot of these. So you're right. I think that's the consideration. You know, will they fix the Rey head sculpt? Well, if they want to sell any.
Exactly, and this is gonna help Rey. This is absolutely gonna help Rey. So they did this with either. This is my theory. Either they release this figure first because they know that maybe the Rey is a lost cause, is gonna be like the prototype, or they said, let me release this figure, which is beautiful head sculpt and everything, so we can have more Rey sales. And then when we see that we are at a certain level of comfort about sales and on orders, let's give out Rey. That's also possible.
Well, I actually think it's possible. I'm not too sure, you know, what their production schedule was, but it wouldn't shock me if the Rey is already produced, and if we actually get that released almost at the same time. From a business perspective, with how good this looks, you'll probably get a lot of collectors that'll pick them both up. The second thing is, with these two figures, the Rey broke into the $400 tier range, 3-4 weeks ago. Kylo just did about a week ago. Broke into the $400 tier range. I'm talking about the Last Jedi versions with that head sculpt. So this isn't like tracking down like Captain Phasma or the Sith Trooper even hanging around at 250. These are very, very highly sought after figures in the secondary market. And I think when you put that together with how good this Adam Driver head sculpt looks, and also it's pretty rad, that light up effect. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that looks like the toughest, coolest Kylo Ren that we've gotten. And they're just, I think it's Mud Trooper level as far as quantity. They're not going to be like, wow, let's make a ton of these like Beskar Mando. No way.
No way.
No.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm really happy for that release, even though it was too fun of a movie. I think this is gonna help a lot. Rey, the only figure that I have for the sequels is Crate Luke, because I think to me that's a beautiful figure. I did have Kylo Ren and Rey, but I sold them because I wanted to have the last character, figures for the last movie. So that's why I part ways of those. But that Kylo Ren for sure is a beautiful, beautiful figure. I mean, we'll love it. I can wait for the review. So stay tuned for that next week. Hopefully, I would probably say by maybe Wednesday or Thursday. Hopefully. I don't know. It's been crappy lately, man. Like, I'm serious. Like, I do unboxing reviews. I have nothing to unbox, nothing to review.
No, I can't wait to see your review. I love your reviews. So yeah,
looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too.
So hopefully you guys have the patience and wait for me and then catch up to us. But yeah, I mean, it is the name of the game, right? Sometimes you get stuff quicker, sometimes you get delays. It doesn't matter, as long as you guys can see what I have to offer and you guys like it and support me. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. So,
well, and this is real exciting to me to actually see Kylo come out with this much attention. It's really demonstrating to me that Hot Toys continues to listen to the fans. They pay attention to what people want, and I'm telling you it, and not to jump the gun. I mean, I think that they really pay attention. But you got the new Captain America, which right away that told me, okay, we're going to get a couple of Star Wars releases, at least a couple. Right. And I think we're going to get a few, but I also think that we're also going to get a couple of teases that are going to shock people. But anyway, I'm all pumped up today with this Kylo and the release of the Captain America. I'm really pumped up with this. Yeah.
But we got the new Captain America yesterday. So Arison and I, we were talking yesterday, and I said I think we're gonna have another non-Star Wars character release today, and then Hot Toys surprised us and gave us Kylo Ren. But then the question is, so now the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, what are the upcoming figures? I mean, what else are they gonna produce? What else are they gonna give us to the fans? So I have some news for that. I was told that besides the U.S. agent, that is gonna happen sometime. I don't know exactly when, but there was another figure that they told me that it is on the works and possibly be announced soon. Soon could be next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It will be announced at one point. just to leave it there, and it is none other than Zemo. Yes, they told me that it is a possibility of Zemo being announced next in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier figures. I absolutely love this character, so I think I would love to see one. What do you think, Jesse? Do you think it's possible that Hot Toys may release this figure?
I sure hope so. Because usually I have to focus on one line, and I always focus on Star Wars, right? But I usually try to leave a little bit of room. And this character, for me, it's a big deal because I remember being a kid, 5, 6 years old, and I had that original like Marvel superheroes like action figures, and I had Baron Zemo for some reason. I didn't even know who the character was, but he stood out very clearly in my mind. And I still have that, right? So to have that original figure from when I was like 6 years old, and then now have this one. That's great. So I'm definitely getting this one, and it's a little biased again, close emotional ties to this one, and it just looks great. So it's a good looking character design.
That looks great. Now the question is, would they give us with a mask and mask version, or I don't know.
That's a good question.
That's a good
I
question,
would
right?
think so, but that is a good question.
Now, if this is on the works, Aries, do you think? I mean, next week is the Star Wars week, so don't mess my Star Wars week. Just leave it as is. Give me more Star Wars stuff, and then after that, you can throw whatever you want. But do you think? Do you think that we may see this after May 4th, or maybe tomorrow, or maybe Monday?
Is it possible that
Is
we
it
get
possible?
Zemo tonight? Is it possible that we get it tomorrow? Is it possible we get the agent as well? I'm going to tell you right now that if we don't, I think that these are this Zemo is going to come right after all the hype with May 4th. It may even come later that week. I mean, look, they gave us. I know we're coming to May 4th week, but they gave us Ahsoka before then. You put up, is it possible? They put out Ahsoka, but then they just put out Captain America. So they could release a Star Wars tonight, and just because it's Star Wars week doesn't mean they can't release Zemo tomorrow. I mean, they can just be giving fans a whole celebration on everything. So can I see this coming very, very quickly? I think if it doesn't come by May 4th and the way that they're doing things now, I mean, do they have to wait 2 weeks after anymore? No, I just think they're going to dump a lot on us. And I say bring it. I say bring Zemo. I think it's coming.
Yeah, that would be great, as well as the U.S. agent, which was on the talks as well to be the next announcement. I honestly kind of like thought that the pattern is gonna be okay. We have the Winter Soldier, now we have the Captain America. I guess the conversation was: is it gonna be a Falcon, or is it gonna be the new Captain America? We kind of knew that it's gonna be more towards Captain America because we already have a Falcon figure, and this is the first time we have a new Captain America, so that's why they decided to move with this character. But I would be more than happy to see a Zemo in my collection for sure. And if you pre-order the Winter Soldier, and if you're expecting the Winter Soldier 2.0, which a lot of people would like to see that one release, me included, I think Nate is also included in that list. I mean, that would be perfect. But I'm not sure how many characters they're gonna do for this particular show. I can see a Zemo, I can see a US agent coming, but I don't know about a 2.0 Winter Soldier yet. What do you think, Desi?
If the Loki show wasn't coming up so quick, again, it's just about production schedules and factory capacities. Because yeah, absolutely, if they didn't have other shows and other figures, you would get not only a U.S. agent and a Baron Zemo, but you'd get a Winter Soldier 2.0, which I was hoping for because I didn't get the first one. And the black, red, and white suit Falcon as well.
Right.
So I hope eventually we'll get one during a slow time, I guess, or if that ever comes again. I doubt it.
It'll come again with everything with Disney Plus now. That's right. With Marvel and Star Wars. So that's crazy.
I don't think it's happening anytime soon.
No, yeah. And this is gonna bring me, I guess, to the next topic, kind of going into that route. So now, we would like to see some reissues, right, from some certain figures, like for example the Winter Soldier 2.0. But recently we got the Justice League. We got the Justice League movie from the Snyder Cut, which did very well. The movie was beautiful, 4 hours long, but I felt like it was not that long. I think the story, the way they did it was perfect, I think. And a lot of people got excited because, okay, this is a new movie, this is a new contract, new licenses and all that. And then we got Cyborg, right? People were saying, is Cyborg coming out? Is Cyborg coming out? Yes, Cyborg is going to come out. Cyborg is going to be announced hopefully soon. I guess because of the stuff going on, they haven't announced it yet, but it is going to be part of the Justice League figures that we already have. So it's going to be announced soon. However, we had the Nightmare Batman, we had the Black Suit Superman. The only problem is, and this is what I heard, that they will not reissue any more Justice League figures. So we may not see any more Tactical Batman or any more Flash or any more. This is what I heard. I really hope it's not true. I really hope that they reconsider that, because there are too many fans out there that they weren't able to get their Justice League figures. So I'm gonna start with Aries. Aries, what do you think it would be a wise move for a company like Hot Toys to not reissue characters from the Justice League, because take into account that they released a brand new movie, and the movie did well. Do you think that would be a bad move if they don't reissue those main characters?
Yes, I do. I think the Nightmare Batman and the Dark Suit Superman are doing very, very well. I mean, you can just see how it's doing it and how it done. I don't think that that's a good move. And you have to wonder, could they actually drop this Cyborg on us tonight or this weekend? Give something to Marvel fans, give something to DC fans. I mean, we need Cyborg, right? And then give us all the Star Wars stuff. I mean, that would be absolutely incredible. I mean, so, I definitely agree with you. I think that this Cyborg is coming. As far as them not, reissuing any of the figures, I don't know. I mean, they just, I don't buy it. I mean, they just reissued the Nightmare Batman, right? I mean, so why would they pull the plug? Because that's not selling well.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, I was kind of like upset when I heard this. I mean, I didn't know what to believe, if it's yes or no, or I mean, I don't know, Desi. Do you think, like Eric says, do you think it's a good move for Hot Toys to say, you know what, we're gonna give you Cyber, but that's it, we're not gonna reissue any other Justice League characters?
While I can understand, I mean, just to say a blanket statement like that, I mean, then again, how long? It's like, we won't reissue it, but how long does that statement actually, going to come into play, right? You figure they have to reissue at one point. Is it because, hey, if we reissue the Flash, yeah, he'd be a hot seller, but he's not going to sell as hot as Ray? That might be why. But yeah, I just don't think, if we're just looking at that statement in a vacuum, then no, it doesn't make any sense. But
the only thing that I could think of, guys, is maybe there's something, contractually where the license is going to expire, and maybe that's the reason why. Now I can see that, and maybe that's the reason. But other than that, I don't get why. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I have mixed feelings, because I mean, I do have those figures, right? But I also think about other collectors that didn't have the chance to get them. Either they started collecting late, or happened to be that when they started, those figures were sold out and it's too pricey to get. I would have hoped that they will reissue certain characters, maybe not all of them, but maybe the main ones like Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, right? I don't know if it's a trade-off. I mean, do you want to see a Cyber, or do you want to see the bunch of reissues? I kind of like, what, give me Cyber, because Cyber is a brand new figure. Nobody has it. It will complete your collection. You finally can say, I have my Justice League collection complete, right? So, it is kind of like a mixed feelings, right? Happy because Cyber is going to happen. Happy because it's going to be probably announced soon. But not too happy because they may not do any more reissues. And I hope I'm wrong. Hope whoever gave me this information is wrong. Hope they do it, but that's the word I heard. I'm just sharing with you guys.
I want to see that guy. There's just one guy, no matter what Hot Toys posts, he'll always say, "Where's Cyborg?" There's a few of them, but there's this one guy, and if they announce a Cost Baby, he's, "Where's Cyborg?" I want to see that guy when they announce Cyborg.
Oh, yeah. I think I read it.
This is for you, buddy.
So I think I have a question here. Ewok says Flash Aquaman were dirt cheap on Hong Kong markets. It was for a while, but I think now it's going up in price. And if they're not gonna do any reissues, those figures are probably, correct me if I'm wrong, Aries, probably gonna go up in price even more.
For sure. Yeah. I mean that. Yep. Absolutely. You're totally right on that.
So JP says, "Hey guys, about the new Kylo Ren, buy or pass?"
Bought.
Yeah. I bought today. Here's the thing: if you don't like a figure, or you're just not interested in it, I wouldn't get it. But if you like the character and you were just waiting for the head sculpt, buy. That's why I did, because it is absolutely phenomenal. And again, the Last Jedi Kylo Ren is back going for some crazy prices. It just broke the $400 tier range, do you want to buy this figure at retail price, or do you want to go spend $425 for the Last Jedi Kylo Ren, which quite frankly doesn't come with as much as this does. And you know, you have to wonder also what's going to happen with the Last Jedi Kylo with this. But we'll talk about that another time. But yeah, I would say buy if you want it.
You know, absolutely buy 150%. You need to buy that figure because it looks beautiful. I mean, it does look beautiful. And I really hope, as I said before, that the Rey figure also comes out nice, because that will help even more, right? But yeah, definitely buy if you haven't got the chance. You can use the one collectibles. You can use my code MOHC and you can save 5%. So something is better than nothing. Always remember that. So now we're gonna go in Aries territory. Now we're gonna talk about what he loves the most, what he's an expert at, and we're gonna use his brain for this. We're gonna talk about the Star Wars market trend. And I'm including this topic just because we have Aries here. If I'm doing this by myself, I will probably just talk about 5 minutes and that's it, because I don't have the numbers like can back up my crazy wildest theories. So that's why we have Aries to enlighten us and let us know what's going on with the beautiful market, Star Wars market. So Aries, here we have, this is your favorite page. We have Ahsoka and Grogu. Almost. We have Ahsoka and Grogu still number one. That hasn't changed, and this is sorted by Star Wars figures only because we're talking about Star Wars. Just so you guys know, this is not just number one in everything. It's Star Wars. The Mandalorian is coming up, huh? Because I think the second one was what was the second one? Was it that Rex? The second one? Yeah, it was Rex last week.
So now going back and forth. So it was Rex number 2. Now the Beskar Mando's at number 2. I bet you that'll flip again. You know, especially with the Bad Batch debuting here very shortly. So you know they're going to go back and forth because you know what this shows right here. The top 4 figures. It certainly demonstrates what is hot for Star Wars Hot Toys. And right now, make no mistake, The Mandalorian Season 2 may have ended, but the hype for The Mandalorian is just as strong as when it ended. Furthermore, you've got some characters, or you know, that are gonna you know, from The Mandalorian that are going to be in the Bad Batch. And don't forget, Boba Fett, the Book of Boba Fett is coming up in December. And if that's it's already time to start that hype train. It's almost May. Before you know it, it's going to be June or July, September, baby. You know, August, September, and here we go. So, you know, you mentioned this, Dante, that she's still number 1,
right?
Ahsoka. They knew that. They knew that if they came out with that figure, that's what would happen.
Right. There's no reason why not, right? Yes, we had this top. We spoke about this before, Desi, about the DX, the controversy that came out. Oh, you know, we don't have enough for a DX. But then we stepped back a second and thought, okay, listen, this is not about the quantity of the figure, it's about the quality of this figure. And the head sculpt is really nice. But the clothing, the accessories, I mean, the detail, the layers, the details, that's what it makes it a DX. We can argue whether it has, you know, few accessories, but it is a DX because of that. So what do you think, Jesse? Do you think this figure is going to continue number 1? Do you think a challenger over there that might take that spot?
Challengers maybe, but I still think this is going to continue at number 1 at least for a couple of weeks. Well, let's see what happens at May 4th, right? But for now, at least until May 4th, I think she'll stay up there at number 1. And I think I mean, it's just a beautiful figure. Yeah. The design is great. The tailoring is there. And I know the arguments. It's like every Hot Toys, not only the DX should have quality because of the price range, and I get it. I don't argue that, but there is something I think special about this one that takes it to that DX level, if you will. So, and I do think he'll stay at number 1, at least for depending on what happens on May 4th, right? So
right, and that's does the tailoring, right? Aries does the details. I mean, you spoke about this many times. I spoke about this many times. I think the price is right. I think the figure itself is beautiful. What we have, the details is great. So I think it is a DX because of that, because of the quality.
Yeah, for sure, Dante. I think that that's maybe the direction they're going with the DX is with the quality, with the tailoring. We certainly got that with the solo ball. I mean, you can go ahead and look, at this figure and see, and I mean, it's just absolutely. I mean, the level of detail is insane. It's out of this world. So I think that could be where the DX is going. But just going back to your other point about what is number one, and is she going to stay number one? I think what Hot Toys is looking to do, I think if they blow us away between now and May 4th, you can be seeing what's happening right in the top four. You can be seeing Rex number one. You can see Ahsoka number one. So if Ahsoka moves to number two or number three, she might go back to number one. I mean, there might be some competition coming out, guys, where she is may lose that top spot, but make no mistake, I mean, she's going to remain up there. And what's really interesting about it, look at the Clone Wars Ahsoka. That is still the 10th best seller up on Sideshow. And it goes to show you that people are they're going to, a lot of collectors anyway, not all of them, are going to pick up both of these figures.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Me included.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I mean, just because this is a really good figure, and we had the discussion before. Are they gonna maybe modify the Hellscope at one point to make it look more like Rose Dawson? Who knows? I don't know. I don't think it's gonna. I think they're gonna stick with this version, which by all means is fine. But looking at this, right? You can see the Mandalorian, Clone Wars. You see Vader, which is waitlisted already. Then we have the regular version of Ahsoka. We have obviously Boba Fett. We have Bo-Katan. Then we have the Scout Trooper, which climbed up because it wasn't this high before. It was actually most towards the bottom, and this is slowly climbing. And look at who also is slowly climbing. Kylo Ren.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't remember seeing it like this. I mean, it's still like not in the top 10, but it is getting closer.
It's getting closer. It's going to rise up a little bit, especially once these reviews start pouring out, including yours. Obviously, it's going to go up there, but it's going to be a little too late for those that are going to try and wait on this for a little bit. I don't think it's going to make it. Look at that coming out today. It's a great point, Dante, and it's still where it is, all the way down there with that. Mm-hmm. And I think that, again, think Mud Trooper when it comes to the this Kylo Ren, and think of the same thing with Rey. That's what's going to happen to Rey. And Rey's like, I think, down there a minute too. I mean, below that, if you scroll down a little bit past,
there she is.
So, yeah, I think just if you want these figures, there's not going to be a whole lot of demand for sequel figures right now. I think there is a demand, for Kylo and Rey, but I think a lot of attention right now is on the Mandalorian. It's on the prequels era, the Clone Wars era, things going on Disney Plus, and I just don't see them making a vast array of those figures. So I think, again, don't sleep on it.
Right, and I have to tell you guys, don't sleep on this one either. Right now is climbing up again, but this is gonna be. I've been saying this from the very beginning. As soon as this figure was announced, this figure is gonna be hot. I mean, this is the one you want to get. In my opinion, this is the first time Boba Fett was introduced to us after Return of the Jedi, and this is a must-have. But now, we were talking about a lot about the market. How the Star Wars is moving up and down. And I still believe that the next one to sell out is gonna be Captain Rex. You know, even though it seems to be that it's far away now, you know, I still think that that's gonna be the next figure that is gonna be gone before it gets to stock. What do you think, Desi?
Well, we know clones and troopers do really well. And now we're talking about Rex. It's not just any clone or any trooper. So, absolutely. Yeah, he's definitely going to sell out. And I think I mentioned it last week. Now is the time. If you want a Rex, right? You don't want a situation to happen like Cody when, I mean, he was in, I guess he was in stock. Did he ever go in stock, or was he still on pre-order?
Cody? No, Cody went in stock, yeah.
Cody went in stock. So he wasn't in stock for too long, right? Before he sold out. So especially now with Cody being out, probably want to get on this one pretty quick. How long was Cody in stock, Aries? You probably know better than I do.
I think it was on there for a few months, which seems like a lot, but compared to figures in the past, in years past, no, it was rather quick that it went when you relate it to that. But you're right. You're absolutely right on track, Desi. The fact that fool me once, go ahead and try and fool collectors twice. They know that Cody is gone, and you see that he is still and rising, a $400, a low $400 tier range figure already, and it's showing signs of creeping up. And I'm telling you guys, I totally agree with the both of you. If they come out with final production photos during this May 4th week of Rex, and then you have the Bad Batch coming out, and people are going to go absolutely bonkers, with the final production photos of this figure.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really see where if it gets in stock, where it's going to last very long, because Bad Batch is a whole other series, animated, mind you, but animated a series is very popular with all of us and Star Wars fans, and I think it's like double the power. It's like Warp 2 with that figure, and I don't think I've mentioned this before. It's not as easy to just produce to up production from a manufacturing perspective, and you still have COVID-19 going on, so it's not that easy to be like, oh hey, let's go ahead and make another 3, 4, 5, 6,000 of Captain Rex. And you see everything that's coming out now. They are producing other figures. They're you saw the Kylo Ren come out today. So I think there's a huge recipe here where this figure doesn't make it in stock, Dante. I agree with you.
Right. Yeah, and that one is probably gonna be gone. And I like the figure as well. So it's a very nice figure. Now we have a question from Deadly Arc. He says, which Ahsoka figure do you guys prefer? So start with Desi. Which one do you prefer if you have to choose? I think I know the answer.
And that is a hard one, believe it or not. That is a hard one. If you made me choose, I'll choose the Mandalorian Ahsoka, right? But I have the first one in order. I haven't actually ordered the Mandalorian Ahsoka yet. That doesn't mean anything. My POs are, I like to schedule them out. Right. I usually don't do Dopo, right? Unless it's the Boba Fett 2-pack, but that's a different story. I did Dopo that. But yeah, I would have to go with that other Ahsoka just because of the textures, the tailoring. It's just incredible. That's not to say that the first one, the Clone Wars Ahsoka, isn't great, because it is. The colors really pop on that one. That's what I like about that one.
What about you, Aris?
Both, baby. Both. I can't choose. I'm getting them both. And then if they actually release the Ahsoka series one, this week, which they won't, so don't worry. But if they did, I would say all three. I can't choose. I like them both for sure. They absolutely killed it with that Clone Wars head sculpt, and they got Rosario Dawson now signed, and that is music to my ears. I love it, and I love the Mandalorian season 2. Ahsoka and everything they're going to come out there, but I love them both, so I can't choose. You put a gun to my head for them both. I'm going to say both. So just shoot me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he said, Joe said, I haven't pre-ordered Boba 2-pack yet. Can't decide on single or 2-pack. Okay, so I have, yeah, well, yeah, I'm gonna shoot for this for the 2-pack because I explained this many times. You're not gonna get Tamura Morrison unless you have the 2-pack. That's one thing right there. But also, we respect the budget of each person, right? Maybe you don't want to spend much money on 2 figures, but just want to get one. But if you can, actually, I would definitely go for the 2-pack for sure, just because it's gonna be rare. It's really, Hatos usually don't do too many 2-packs like this. Full really cool figures. I mean, we've seen a pattern now lately, but it's not like as often. So those are the ones that you might wanna get, because even though in time, let's say at one point something better comes out, you can sell them and still make a lot of money out of it. Always have to think about when you collect is about what you like, but also thinking in the future, right? This is an investment as well. You put in so much money into it, so think about what would happen in the future. Maybe something else better, and you want to switch around, or maybe you want to downsize. It's just a thing to think. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Let's see here. We have Combat says, I want this new armor. Yeah, I mean, it is a great figure. I mean, you have to get it no matter what, no matter what. Let's see what else we have here. So Cody started shipping in late November, but still in pre-order until January, and then went out at the beginning of March. Okay, yeah, because it was in stock. I remember I seeing it in the stock, and then it was gone. They put the blue thing on the top, right? Like you have 50 seconds to comply.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is a good figure. Now, May 4th is next week. So May 4th is finally coming. This is where we're gonna spend a little bit, because there's a lot of talks, a lot of rumors out there about possible figures for May 4th. So I kind of thought, you know what, this is my last live stream before May 4th. Let's do a proper May 4th final predictions. And I'm gonna share what I was told first, and then we will go from there. Or actually, I'm gonna do mine last. Let's start with Desi. Desi, what are your final May 4th predictions?
So I have 3. Right. So the first one's the easy one. I think that's Luke. Whether it's a Luke in R2 set or just Luke, I'm thinking Luke in R2. But that's easy, I think. I'd be shocked if we don't get that. From there, I say something from the Bad Batch. A character from the Bad Batch. And I'm not saying Tarkin. Maybe Tarkin's one of them, but I'm saying one of the clones. One of the Bad Batch characters. And then another one would be... I was just thinking about it. What was my third one? I think it was just Tarkin. Tarkin from the Bad Batch. Because Tarkin's probably just going to be a re-release, but maybe some subtle changes for Bad Batch and age or whatnot. But I don't think they're going to change him too much. Right. But I definitely think Luke, a clone from the Bad Batch, and probably a Tarkin. Oh, I'm sorry. My original third one was going to be Season 2 Mando with a head sculpt.
Wow. Those are really nice. Guys, if you can put in the comments, everyone, which figure do you think is gonna be out on May 4th? Mm-hmm. Just give me 2 names.
Put it in there, baby.
Just put the 2 names in the comments, and we'll read it.
Yeah.
Eris, next. I know that you have a bunch of your head. I know. I was just looking at your face. You're like, go ahead. What is your prediction, my friend, for May 4th?
Well, definitely what you have on the screen. I think a lot of us have been thinking that for a while, that this is absolutely coming. And this is what probably is going to rival between number 1 and number 2, between Ahsoka, the one that came out, and this. It's going to be very interesting, but this for sure is coming. The other one that is coming, I really feel it, is the Clone Wars Kenobi. I really think that is coming. you want me to list them off? I mean,
No, just save some for you have your stream tomorrow as well. So you can just give me one more if you can, and then you can save the rest for your stream, so people can tune in tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eris.
6 p.m. tomorrow. Yep, we're going to have the market value chart show live, and you'll be on there, Dante. So we'll have the Meta Hot Collectibles here tomorrow night. We're going to have a couple of giveaways for a $25 gift certificate to Sideshow Collectibles. So we're gonna have a really good time tomorrow night, for sure. So definitely come on in and tune in. But I said Luke here. I said Clone Wars, Kenobi. Gosh, I have a few. I'll leave some of the teases and other things to you, Dante. I actually think though we're going to get the Pedro Pascal Mandalorian.
Yes, and I mean, I got the word that yes, we're going to see a Luke Skywalker, and it's going to be the Mandalorian Luke. Now, whether it's going to be a 2-pack, DX, or whatever you want to call it, that's not up to me, obviously. But yes, we're probably going to see a Luke Skywalker from the Mandalorian. I kind of like this picture, though. It looks sick. Which we have this head sculpt or this head sculpt. No idea.
You're going to get interchangeable hair pieces. Well, you might get a rolling eyes function. You might get a new head sculpt.
You might get a new head sculpt. And another rumor that is being actually pretty heavy in the past couple days is a possibility of seeing this guy on May 4th, Grievous. And at the beginning was kind of like we were speculating the other day, talking about what happened if they give us Grievous. But actually, I've been hearing really strong rumors, that this might be the figure that everyone has been waiting, to get a new, better, improved General Grievous. Whether we can have a discussion about whether the mechanics, whether the design, whether the way this figure is going to function is going to be the ultimate Grievous. But it is a rumor, so I guess it is worth to share with everyone. Like having this look maybe with the cape, and then with the 4 arms with the lightsabers. It's pretty sick to me.
You must know that your wallet is doomed.
Oh, yes. Yes. I'm going to open my wallet. It's going to be just nothing coming out.
This would be epic.
This will be epic.
At the very least, guys, and I think one thing that we've been learning here with Hot Toys is they do pay attention to fans. And I think they watch a lot of things and they pay attention to a lot. At the very least, could I see them teasing this with maybe half a little banner, half a little strip, and not showing the whole thing of it? Absolutely. And furthermore, they could come out with a couple of other teases as well. You know what I'm talking about, Dante, but I think they're going to blow us away with a couple of teases. But I actually do see this in one way, shape, or form.
Right. Yeah, no. And Pennywise he made a good point. Well, actually, the people that I heard those rumors are not my normal circle. So, when I share a rumor, is something that I hear in the community plus from Hong Kong. So it's not like just, my boy, hey, yo, it's going to be a Grievous coming out. Oh, you know what, guys, it's going to be a Grievous. No, I just, before giving out rumors, I just kind of, check different sources.
And here's the thing. They could tease this and not come out with it for 4 years. How many figures have they teased? Like Kid Fisto, C-3PO. Yeah. They know what the fans want, so they could just say, you know what, let's go ahead and tease this. And
sometimes, and just to add, sometimes they are the ones who do this on purpose, so people can get hype and just kind of like go off topic. Maybe, we don't talk about maybe Luke because now we think about Grievous because people are talking about it. And that happens all the time in everywhere. So, I'm just kind of sharing whatever I heard. Like, whether it's happened or not, perfect. If it doesn't, perfect. I mean, really, it's a rumor, right? There's nothing I can do about it. I'm just sharing with everyone.
It would be a very smart move by Hot Toys to either officially announce a Grievous or tease one, because look at how many prequels figures they already have came out with, and with the exception of Qui-Gon, they're all sold out, and Qui-Gon is going to be going very, very quickly, and probably after May 4th, quite frankly, with probably the things that they're going to tease us with. So why not come out with this figure?
Why not? And then the next one that I also heard is this guy, Mace Windu, and we I think we spoke about this on your stream, and Nate with Don Prime, he was talking about this. But again, I got another set of people telling me this from other sources, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna share this. It is a possibility as well. Again, possibility, not saying that it's gonna happen, but I kind of heard like a really strong rumors that this might be another one that might be announced. What do you think, Desi, about the probably potential maybe?
This is a must-have, right, for all Star Wars fans. So, of course, I mean, I could definitely see this being announced, especially if they want to announce several figures across the entire Star Wars timeline, right? You get or series, so maybe something from the original trilogy, something from the prequels, something from the Mandalorian, cover all their bases. And this is, people have been wanting something like this from Hot Toys for a very long time, just like Grievous, right?
Right.
So this is, and Grievous is I think Aries is right, and Dante, you were right too. It's more of a teaser form, right? Because it takes so much work and so much development work. But this guy, it's just another human body, right? So they've done a Sam Jackson sculpt before, right? So they have something to work with. I think it's an easy product to put out for them at least.
Right, Aries, what do you think? Is it possible?
Is it possible? You have to wonder with this Mace Windu, how difficult would it be for them to not put the head sculpt in there, just use some Jedi parts that they have and flash a purple lightsaber and just tease it and come out with it whenever. Because just doing that, even if they have no intention of coming out with it this year or officially announcing it, and even if they have no intention of officially announcing it next year, what would that do? Just a teaser. Just put a purple lightsaber out in there. Everybody goes nuts, and then Django automatically goes double in pre-order wise. I mean, to me, I would do this if I was Hot Toys for sure.
And that was my next topic within the same predictions. So let's assume they decide to go with Mace Windu. That would be perfect. That would be great. Finally, we will have Windu. But then you need to look at the Sideshow website. You need to look at Hot Toys orders for Django. This guy is going to skyrocket. Like
he is. And I'm looking at Equan's comment there, and I get it because I'm a huge Django fan, Equan. But he does need help. He is not high in the pre-order list. He is way down where the Dark Trooper is. So the Dark Trooper needs help, and that needs help. I don't know why. It makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. But releasing Mace Windu, I mean, how do you not have both of them together or teasing it?
Yeah. That's true. Anything else you want to add, Desi?
I was just gonna say I am surprised that Django's not higher up there. It's weird. I did my part. I could say that, but I don't know why he's not higher up there. He's a Mandalorian. I mean, he's a character Mandalorian. So it is weird.
And do you think this picture, who else is included, right?
Yeah, Dooku.
So we have Dooku. So how is Dooku doing right now, Aries, in the market?
Incredibly. I mean, Dooku for the longest time was, you could pick him up. He was around 350 for a little bit, maybe going back 9-10 months ago, maybe a year ago. And then, he kind of went down to about 310, 320. You can pick him up pretty easily. And then, he started to creep up back to 350, 375, 400. And now he's about a 430 or something tier range figure. And again, when some of these figures are, not really high, like the Beskar Mando on the list, and they're trending really low, sure, they're going to make more Kylo Ren. Sure, they're going to make more Reys. Sure, they're going to make more heavy infantry Mandalorian. Sure, they're going to make more IG-11. Sure, they're going to make more this and that. But they're only going to make so much more then, because that's not Hot Toys model. They don't operate like some other companies like Sideshow, like Hasbro, where they'll catch the wave. When people catch onto it, we'll go ahead and produce double what we're going to. They don't work that way. Now, they can change their model. And that's why I'm saying that some of these figures, like the Dark Trooper, like Jango Fett, you can just look at the history of what happens. They go on wait list because they're so low pre-order wise. So, and I don't get it right now. I mean, he was kind of brought up by his son Boba Fett a number of times, actually, in episode 6 of The Mandalorian season 2. He's a Mandalorian. And I think that, I just think that, teasing Mace at the very least does a whole lot for this figure. It's kind of like, Bespin Leia doesn't really need any help either when she's in, when she was in stock, because it's Leia. I mean, it's Princess Leia.
Right.
But at the end of the day, she didn't have anyone to go with that Bespin gown. So, and Lando Calrissian. Lando Calrissian is one of the most iconic Star Wars characters of all time. He can use a little bit of help. Where's Bespin Han?
That's it. Where's Bespin Han? Now, what I think is that if we get Mace Windu, the price of Dooku is gonna go even higher. So you may have to update your chart if that happens. Now, my other question is, if they decided to go with Mace Windu for May 4th, which some of the rumors are talking about this, what if this figure? I mean, if I ask everyone here on the chat, if Hot Toys decides to announce Mace Windu, would you pre-order it? That's a really dumb question. Everyone's absolutely yes. So, do you think this figure can? I'm just projecting myself into what if, if this figure is announced, is on pre-order. Do you think this one will be a really strong contender with Ahsoka for the number 1? I think so.
Now, which one are you talking about specifically?
The Mace Windu, right? If it's announced, right, and on pre-order.
Much stronger than Qui-Gon. Yes, as much as I love Qui-Gon, this would absolutely be. I mean, the internet might break with Mace Windu. I mean, I talked about it in one of my shows last week that I would probably spill my coffee on Grievous or a tease of Grievous. I would spill my coffee on Mace Windu or a tease of Mace. And how would Mace Windu do? My goodness, we absolutely need him. And they already have a Samuel L. Jackson head sculpt. I don't know what they're waiting for, but man, even if I just see the purple lightsaber and that's all I get, I'm going to have a really good day. But I don't know. But at the end of the day, guys, right? I mean, Desi, they are going to come out with Mace Windu someday.
Absolutely.
In the future. Yeah.
It's just easy, right? Like we're saying, they already have a head sculpt. So it's not a completely new head sculpt, maybe a minor modification, if at all. And the rest is just Jedi robes, right? Yeah. Which is, I know, it takes time, it's quality, it's tailoring, but they've done it. So easy pickings there,
Yeah, right. They have the suit. Yeah, I mean, that would be great if they do that. I mean, a lot of people will go nuts for sure. But now, would this have the same effect as, let's say, they do Grievous? Do you think if they do Grievous and Windu, I think that would be insane, right? If they do that,
both at the same time,
and Luke,
all that,
forget about it.
That would be overload.
As I said before, your wallet is doomed.
Doomed, yes.
Yeah.
So another figure that people are also talking and a possibility for May 4th, it is one figure from the Bad Batch, and that one has to be none other than obviously Tarkin. This one probably would be an easier reissue, right? Because they can just use the same character they have with the New Hope, right? But I'm gonna start with you, Aris. What are the chances that we may see a Bad Batch figure on May 4th?
I'd like to see a a couple of them. I don't know if they're going to do that. I mean, but it's possible. I mean, you know, you would think right off the bat you would get the number one Bad Batch figure that would give you as Hunter, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, I absolutely think Tarkin's coming, and it'd be great if they gave us a Bad Batch version. It'd also be great. I mean, it wouldn't shock me if they just came out with another Rogue One figure, and they gave us you know, Grand Moff Tarkin, you know, with the Grand in it, and gave us Grand Moff Tarkin Rogue One figure. And then somehow say in some type of marketing savviness, and say also within the Bad Batch that's out, and you know, the characters in there, the characters also in A New Hope. I don't know, but yeah, can I see a Bad Batch figure or a couple of Bad Batch figures? Absolutely. I don't think they have to wait necessarily until the end of the series or to see how it does. I mean, it's Star Wars, right? So they're going to come out. Right. With a few, at least a few, I would think a few Bad Batch figures, but I think it's possible. But I really do think that they have to come out with Clone Wars figures, guys. I think they have to at least give us the Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi, maybe give us that Airborne Trooper, maybe give us the 212. I think they have to show fans, hey, we're still committed to the Clone Wars. You got these Clone Wars figures that are, you know, on pre-order. You know, we're all psyched up to get the Clone Wars Ahsoka. We're psyched up to get the Clone Wars Maul. We're psyched up to get, you know, the 501st, you know, so on. And we're getting Rex. I mean, it would be really good if they do that, because I think if they do that and they actually don't give us a Bad Batch figure, I think we can have a lot of hope for the Bad Batch in the future. And personally, yes, I want Bad Batch figures, but I wouldn't mind them waiting on that, and let's give us some Clone Wars figures. That's what I would prefer personally.
Desi?
I can see what Aries is saying. I mean, because I definitely want those Airborne Troopers that when did they give us a sneak peek at that? Or that wasn't a sneak peek, it was during a convention or something, right? And maybe Comic-Con, but that's been around for so long and they still haven't announced it. And then they have Clone Wars Obi-Wan. Yeah, I mean, it's a good point. Do I think they're going to announce a Bad Batch figure only because, you know, strike while the iron is hot mentality? Yeah, I do. But yeah, if it were up to me, I'd hope for first something from the original trilogy, and then something from Clone Wars, and then something from Bad Batch and Mandalorian, right? Mm-hmm. I would, and I certainly hope we still get all those figures. They, you know, like a Kit Fisto, the Airborne Trooper, the regular Clone Trooper, just basic Clone Trooper, a Padme, all those. So yeah, they still have to go through all those, and I'm hoping at one point we'll get them. So.
Yeah, and I think this is an easy thing to do as well. If they want to do Tarkin, I mean, come on, that's really not that hard. You know, they already have everything ready. They just kind of like has to do it. So far we have those. You know, we have Tarkin, we have a you know, Mando Luke, which is, you know, that's what I was told. Then a possibility of Grievous, possibility of Mace Windu. I mean, we can spend all day and kind of say which figure we want to see next on May 4th. I think besides those figures, also rumors for well, you just said it, Aries, for Din Djarin's Mandalorian with the head sculpt, right? That's also a possibility.
It's coming soon if it doesn't come on May 4th or before, right? I mean, you know, with all respect to Ahsoka and all the other figures, the show's called The Mandalorian, and we actually haven't gotten the main character for season 2 yet. So would it shock me? And that's what I'm saying. You know, I think that with The Mandalorian, I think if you come out with Luke from The Mandalorian and you come out with Din Djarin, you know, and then you have Ahsoka, I think that those three compete back and forth. I don't think, like, even if they came out with a great OT figure like maybe Bespin Han or maybe even Mace Windu, I don't think they compete with Ahsoka. I saw some comments in there and people talking which ones. I agree. I think that The Mandalorian, maybe some Clone Wars would, because that Clone Wars Ahsoka would right now. I think it depends on the figure. The one figure from the Clone Wars and the prequels that may take Ahsoka out, and even Luke, at least initially for the first few weeks, maybe Grievous. If they do drop Grievous, I can actually see that one going to number one immediately and maybe being ahead of everyone because it's such a shock. That's the but otherwise it's going to be, you know, cross between a Mandalorian and you know, maybe a Clone Wars release depending on what it is.
Desi?
You know, I was going to ask you guys a question because I know this is not a rumor, but what about a episode 2 Obi-Wan? You know, because that would help out Django. You know, it would go with Dooku. It would go with so many characters. You know, that's another one that they've haven't announced. And I'd rather have a Clone Wars Obi-Wan, right? Which they did show already. But I was just wondering, you know, how far can that be behind? But back to your original question, I mean, Grievous, I think that would go to number one. You know, if not the first day that it's up on Sideshow, I mean, that's, like Ari says, that's going to be a shock. It's just such a great design, right? That when they put that out in figure format, and Sideshow already did years ago, but now from Hot Toys, that'll go to number one.
Yeah. And like comments were saying, they're not in Hong Kong, Grievous. I totally agree. It absolutely wouldn't. In Hong Kong, the Mandalorian would. But yeah, I think for outside of Hong Kong, yes, I think that would be a shocker. And the more interesting thing about that, you know, and going out on a limb and saying, okay, that would actually compete prequels and Clone Wars figure with the Mandalorian right now, a figure like Grievous. Even if it is, you know, it's not a Clone Wars, they just call it a Revenge of the Sith Grievous. You know, I actually do think that even at that price point, which is going to be high, you know, we're talking about $375 for the new Captain America. I think Grievous would obviously have to be higher, but I mean, like I said, I would, if they only came out with that and that was the only thing, I would be so stoked. But you know, if they don't come out with a figure, I actually see a tease. I do see a tease, maybe.
Yeah, and I think it will be a good move to release this figure with Din Djarin's head sculpt. That will be beautiful because we need that one. I mean, we really need this figure in the Mandalorian set. And like you said, I agree. I mean, if this is announced, the question is, what version is it going to be? Is this going to be like a regular deluxe version, or is it going to be a DX? Maybe 2 figures. I don't know. You know, that will be. I mean, they can expand definitely. They can do a lot of things with this figure for sure. But
I think it'd be a hard sell if it doesn't come with the speeder bike and it doesn't come with a head sculpt. I mean, it's, for me, you know, just the figure. I already have, you know, the Beskar version. I have the Yoda. I don't think that there's much of a difference with all the figures they got coming out. I mean, I hate to say it, but I almost feel like it needs the head sculpt to justify a lot of people jumping on it because it's going to look so similar to the Beskar version. I just don't see them coming out with it in any other way. But here's an interesting thing that I don't think anyone has said before that I have seen.
Drop it.
Is it possible that this? I think this would shock everyone.
Hold your thought.
All right. And I have thought about this before. Is it possible that what would everybody do if they gave us the Mandalorian with the Pedro Pascal head sculpt in a 2-pack with Luke, and you get the one Grogu to go between them? And don't think that they wouldn't do this because that's how you sell the other Mandalorian. I'm just saying.
Damn, man.
If I was a marketing person over there, I'd probably say, you know what, do it. I'd be like Emperor Palpatine. Do it. Because they're gonna buy it.
Do it.
Yeah, because if somebody just wants the Mandalorian, right, and then another person just wants Luke, well, you got to get both.
Well, and they're in the finale together, and Grogu passes from one to the other.
Right. Wow, man. Those are major. That's a major. If that happened, that will be. I mean, forget about what I said about the Boba Fett 2-pack. I mean, that one will destroyed everything. Just imagine having a Luke and a Mando with Din Djarin's head sculpt and Luke Skywalker and Grogu.
It would be better than that 2-pack. I agree.
That would be like a DXX
step up.
There will be a D XXX
Yeah.
And if you're wondering
version.
how long that Boba Fett, which was crazy, that deluxe set was #1, this one will go. My goodness. I mean, and in a way, if they do that, does that really compete with all the best car Mandalorians that really Sideshow still probably has to sell a lot of those figures as well? So in a way, if they do something like that with this 2-pack, it really doesn't affect those figures. People are, you know what I'm saying?
Right. No, yeah, and before I go to you real quick, so guys, Eris just brought a really interesting point about the possibility. Just tell me in the comments below, how much do you think the Mandalorian 2-pack with Luke Skywalker and Grogu with a Din Djarin's Hellscroll will cost? Just put in the comments. Desi, you're next, my friend.
I was just going to mention, I don't think that would hurt. I agree with Aries. I don't think that would hurt the current best car Mando that's still up on websites. I mean, as an example, look at the current Boba Fett 2-pack. It's a little different, but the point is they released a 2-pack and they released the Boba Fett by himself, which is the non-deluxe version, right? So this will kind of be the same thing to a certain extent. You have a regular Mando, no head sculpt, right? It's already on Sideshow. Plus, you have this super deluxe DX, whatever you want to call it, 2-pack that comes with a Luke Skywalker and a head sculpt for Mando. Not too dissimilar from what the situation we have right now with the Boba Fett 2-pack and the regular non-deluxe version, which is just one figure, no head sculpt.
Yeah, and I just come thinking, like, if that happens, that will be the ultimate 2-pack. If you think about it, right? You not only have the man Luke Skywalker, but you're also gonna have the character that brought Star Wars back to life, Din Djarin, the Mandalorian. So that will be an amazing thing to have for sure.
Well, and it is bothersome in some ways that the only way to get the dark suit Superman is with the Nightmare Batman. And the same thing with the deluxe Boba Fett. It's kind of interesting that, in a way it's bothersome too. Oh man, I can't get each one individually. I can only get one way. And so, there is a little bit of a trend with that. And so you do have to wonder, is it possible that could be the big reveal? Everyone's talking about, oh, we know Luke is coming. Where is the Mandalorian season 2 and the speeder bike's gone from Secret Base? Well, is it possible the reason the speeder bike's gone is because they're going to give us this 2-pack? I don't know.
That could be. That's very possible. I mean, people putting the prices right there. We have $495, $595. Ever since you brought this topic, I mean, we have 530 here, 530 on Sideshow. What do you think if what you said happens? What do you think will be the price for this 2-pack, Luke and Mando? That would be insane. I just, by thinking about it, I'm just like damn.
Okay, well, if it's less. Then if it's 500 or 495, I don't see it. I think 530, like I'm seeing Andreas say there. I saw 600. I could see 600. I think somewhere between 530 and $599. Unfortunately, if they were to do something like that and they really wanted to keep the price down, you might not get the Pedro Pascal head sculpt. Maybe you just get Mandalorian with Luke and Grogu. But I think they got to give you everything with it. I think that creates the finale scene. That would be the whole reason to get it. I think it's a DX set, and I think it's going to be probably $600. But it could be 530. But some
$599.
I see $599, maybe $549. I don't know.
Wow, it's just a major bomb right there. If that happens, forget it. That will break the internet for sure.
Maybe $549. Maybe they can do that. $530 sounds right.
So it's gotta ask Aries, did you just Spitball that, or were you considering the 2-pack before this?
No, I was considering it before. I was kind of saving it for tomorrow, but
You
I couldn't contain myself.
you can well, but you can spill it tomorrow as well. You can actually drink your coffee and then spill it out. I mean, what I will be surprised if tonight or tomorrow we have figures coming, like announcements, either Star Wars related or non-Star Wars related. That would be very nice to see. Uh, but all the May 4th predictions that we gave out here is just some of them are with some really good sources like Mando Luke. Then the rest ones like Grievous, Mace Windu, the Bad Batch, Tarkin. Those are some rumors as well, but different sources that I got. So ultimately, Hatos is the one who's gonna decide what's gonna happen, right? But it's kind of fun to. It's a fun exercise to speculate about figures because you have so much, so many different combinations that you can drop. Like, for example, like a 2-pack with C-3PO and R2D2, which by the way, C-3PO was teased in one of those pictures. So why
That's
not?
another thing. I mean, it's May 4th. I mean, would it really shock anybody? I mean, may the 4th be with you if they finally just say, okay, you know what, here's C-3PO. There's a lot of hype on Star Wars right now. Star Wars is really hot because of the Mandalorian. I mean, maybe they were like skittish about putting him out before, but is there really has there been a better time? I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't shock me. I don't think so. And again, even with that 2-pack idea, it's an idea. What's fun about doing this is it's really fun to speculate about a hobby that we all are love and passionate about. Do I really think that they would actually do a 2-pack of the Mandalorian and Luke? I mean, probably not. Probably would come, individually, but you do have to wonder. That's what's fun about it, because I really didn't think that, the only way to get Dark Suit Superman is you got to get the Nightmare Batman too and spend that money. And why do you offer Boba Fett by himself, but you can't get, Boba Fett without the armor on?
Exactly.
By himself. And so you do have to wonder. So do I think they're going to do that? No, but I think the fun thing about the hobby and the fun thing about this whole community and everybody in the chat and all this collaboration is Hot Toys is kind of stirring the pot a little bit. They're doing some unexpected things like releasing Ahsoka Tano while Ahsoka Tano is up on pre-order. So it does make it fun to kind of speculate, will they do something like they released that Ahsoka Tano, which was astonishing? Will they do something like they did with the Nightmare Batman, with the Dark Suit Superman? Will they do something like they just did, with the Boba Fett Deluxe figure? So right. You do have to wonder, is it possible that they're completely done with that and there's no more weird surprises? Or you do have to wonder, do we get 1 more, 2 more this year? I don't know, but it's certainly fun to think about it.
Yeah. Desi?
This is a huge part of our hobby and of the community, just speculating what's coming next. I mean, it's so much fun to do, right? Whatever hobby you're into, it's part of it. So, and can we get this 2-pack? Yeah, I think we can. I don't foresee this one being a 2-pack we're going to get right now, because they would probably just release it individually, but it's not beyond them. Like we were just saying, Nightmare Batman and Black Suit Superman, I never thought that they would release them together. And that's what we got, right? And look at Boba Fett as well, like Aries was saying. So yeah, it could happen. But again, it's just fun to speculate this, and see which ones we get right. And it's speculation. It's educated guesses, if you will, right?
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars is really hot right now. So
as Penny Westman says, you cannot kill hope. Guess what? Rebellions are built on hope. So yeah, anything is possible, man. Anything is possible. We're just gonna put it on the table so everyone can contribute to this fun exercise of predictions. What's gonna happen? The last company that has the last word is Hot Toys, so they're gonna say this is what you're gonna have. I mean, I did get inside information about the Mandalorian. So Luke the Mandalorian. So that one is hopefully gonna happen. I mean, I hope they're right. My job is just share whatever I hear to you guys. I mean, I don't like to take credit of anything. I just share the information. You will never see me say, hey, I told you that, because I don't do that. But I want to share with you guys because this is we are a community, right? We need to work together on this, share whatever we have, and just go from there.
It's going to be a fun week, a fun next several days. I mean, I am so excited. I mean, at the very least, I really believe that we're going to get the Mandalorian season 2, Luke. So if we get nothing else by Hot Toys, and during the the sideshow events and everything, it's a bunch of other figures, which it's going to be, and a bunch of Star Wars, and it's only one Hot Toys. Man, I mean, if they give us, because I think one thing that I know it's easy for me to forget with everything we talk about with Hot Toys, but really, that is dear to my heart. What Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni did in bringing Luke Skywalker back that way and crushing those Dark Troopers, and the excitement I felt when that X-wing, you can see it through, the windows over there and docking. And yeah, is that the figure to come out with? Is that the figure where the Force is with us? Is that the figure that's going to be a day one pre-order for me only because I just love Luke and I'm going to do it just like I did with that Ahsoka? Right. Yeah, that's the reason I'm going to do it, because I'm such a big fan. So if they come out with nothing else and they just give us that, I'm probably going to spill my coffee on that too, because I'm still excited from that season 2 finale. I'm just being honest with you. So I want that figure. I need that figure. I am totally pumped. I think it's coming.
Yes, Jeff, did you hear anything about General Kenobi? Well, it is one of the possibilities as well for May 4th, or maybe before May 4th. But I guess at this point we just need to wait and see. But it is a possibility as well. Is another strong rumor that is circulating in the community. So let's see what happened. And guys, yeah, by all means, you should start collecting all those codes, because if they're gonna be announcing all those crazy 2-packs, you need the codes, man. You need the codes. So collect them if you can. Okay, that's what we need to do. They build up, yes. And guys, I just want to talk about real quick about a giveaway that I'm running. So I'm very close to 4,000 subscribers. So I want to thank everyone for subscribing, for liking my videos, for supporting me from day one. So I really truly appreciate your support. So I'm gonna be giving away $50. PayPal, BMO, Sell, whatever you have. I'm gonna give $50 once we reach 4,000 subscribers. The only thing you need to do is, obviously, you need to subscribe to my channel. You need to put a comment in the description below and let me know your predictions for May 4th. And follow me on Instagram. And I put the link in the description below as well. And as an addition, if you become a member of my Facebook group, Six Scale Media, which the link is also in the description below, you also will it will be much appreciated, because we need to get to 1,000 members. We are gonna in the 650 range, so we get in there. So let's just if you guys can, by all means, you should consider becoming a member. We put pictures, we put news, whatever we have, we drop it. Anything related, once it scales, Star Wars, DC, Marvel. So just make sure you subscribe to the channel and put those comments in the description below, in the comment section below, and you will be able to win $50, which we're gonna announce the winner once we reach 4,000 subscribers, and it's gonna be on a live stream. So we will do a 4,000 subscriber celebration, and also it's coming my 1-year anniversary celebration as well. I think it's May 25th, and I think we have something set up for. I need to open my calendar because my old brain is not helping me right now. For May 28th, that's gonna be the 1-year celebration. So we're probably gonna have multiple guests, and stay tuned, because we're gonna have a lot of good guests coming. I mean, Aries, I think you can make it, right?
Yes, count me in, brother.
Jesse, I don't know, I spoke to you about this, but if you can on the 28th, May 28th, you're more than welcome.
I can probably, yeah.
So we arrange those days, and we're gonna close the stream. So thank you everyone for watching. Desi, you wanna do some closing statements and talk about what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. And Dante, again, thank you for having me on. Aries, great talking with you as well. And about me, Metamorphic Customs, guys, check me out. I do custom diorama bases. You saw some of them earlier in the stream, but just go ahead, look me up, Metamorphic Customs, on Instagram, on Facebook. And like I always say, just Google Metamorphic Customs and it will pop up. So give me a reach out to me. Even if you just want to talk, I want to talk about the hobby, hey, I'd be happy to talk. So
Yes, and if you just join and you're about to leave because we are about to close this is what I got from Desi. This is a diorama piece he did for my um, Thanos figure, Endgame. So as you can see, the details is just crazy. So if you want to get any of this type of dioramas, by all means, you should contact Desi. I put all the information, even the inside is details. It's really sick. So just make sure you check him out. And we're gonna go to my friend Eris.
Well, first, I just want to say, and I want to answer Penia Vasquin's question. So I think that they just want to make sure, Dante, how do they enter your contest? Do they have to comment on this video? If you can just clarify that for yourself.
Yeah, for the giveaway, yes, you need to be subscribed to the channel, follow me on Instagram, and you need to put a comment in this video when it is, I guess, available after the stream, and let me know your predictions for May 4th. Whatever you think is gonna happen on May 4th, by all means, put that comment in the description below. On the next live stream, probably next Friday, we're gonna, if we make it to 4,000 by then, I think I'm only 100 subscribers or 90 subscribers shy of 4,000. We will have the drawing live, so we will have the live session, the live stream, and then we will talk about we will announce the winner of the $50. So I will send that to you. If you're in Europe, whatever in the world, I will send you the equivalent of $50.
Well, I think you're going to hit it by then, and I'm certainly going to pump it up for you to get to 4K. So deserving and amazing to possibly, to hit that 4K before 1 year. And I mean, again, it's an honor to be on here, and I love it that you're having them comment on their predictions, because quite frankly, with all the comments you get on your videos, Nate gets on his, you get on your groups, I get on my videos. I haven't seen one prediction, with this, for what they could come out with, that was a bad prediction. They're all good, and I'm glad to see the community really just enjoying the hobby, enjoying the positivity. Sure, they're not going to come out with 20 figures between now and May 4th. No, they're not going to do that. But are they going to come out with these figures over the next couple of years? Sure, why not? And it's good to just see people really enjoying themselves. There's not a bad prediction. Really, Star Wars has embraced the minds and hearts of so many people around the world for decades, and it's just great to see so many people chiming in and having fun, with this hobby. So I just think it's great, this giveaway that you're doing, Dante. I know you're going to get to 4K really quickly, and then that means next year you're going to be at 8K or probably 10K. You're gonna kind of move or maybe beyond that. Maybe you'll get to you'll double this. You'll get to 15.
As long as we have fun and we share, we help each other out, subscribers is it is an honor for me when I do my videos and I see the support from everyone, liking, subscribing. Even the people who dislike my videos, they're more than welcome to give me a chance and watch my content. Everyone is welcome. I don't disregard anyone. So that's just
my thoughts. And someone was asking there, where's GEMIITOYS? And I can tell you that he's been really busy with work. He's gonna be back on here very, very shortly. I actually also invited him on mine, and so we can't wait to see him again. And again, I love the collaboration with the community, everyone collaborating, different channel content creators. It's just a lot of fun. But I don't mean to be not talking about my channel, but I do have a stream. I know I'm supposed to, so I am going to have a stream tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, the market value chart show, and it's going to be awesome. So we're going to have Nate from Geeking Out in the house. We're going to have Don Prime with us. We're going to have Dante here from the Man of Hot Collectibles. We got a whole lot to discuss. There is a ton going on within the secondary market as well. And, you know, we're marching up to May 4th over here. So I look for, hopefully everyone can come in and join tomorrow. We're going to have a couple of giveaways. Yes, I'm doing the one from last week over again. It appears that was a bot. But, you know, is it possible that I'll go ahead and besides that and run last week's again, which I'm going to do, and run the contest from this week? Is it possible that I'm going to go ahead because I hit 1K and maybe do another one tomorrow as well? So go ahead and be there. I'm feeling really, you know, pumped up right now. And you have to wonder, am I going to bring up Grievous tomorrow? You'll have to tune in to find out.
Yeah, don't miss it out. 6 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to be with Aries. Guys, thank you so much, everyone. Again, Desi, Aries, my honor for you guys to be on my channel. Of course, my camera has to malfunction at the worst time ever. But thank you, everyone, for your support. Thank you for all the comments, all the likes, all the support. We're going to have a bunch of unboxing and reviews videos coming next week. This week has been tough. Besides my work, I had so many delays on my figures. Not the way it was shipped. It's just FedEx. For some reason, my area is just horrible. So, but I'm going to catch up next week. So wait for those reviews because they're coming. I'm going to do my review for this beautiful diorama that Desi sent to me. So thank you guys. Have a great night. And as always, be well. And see you around in the next video. Good night, everyone.